How's it going, YouTube? So, I didn't want to get this political this soon with my new YouTube channel. I was going to wait for a little bit. But I'm making an exception. Now, I haven't done anything martial arts related or anything like that on this YouTube channel. No, in fact, on any YouTube channel. I got some martial arts stuff on my Instagram, but that's another story. But to give y'all some background on my martial arts, I have about a decade and a half of boxing and kickboxing experience. I've never been competitive because that goes against my personal philosophy. I don't want to get too competitive. Plus, I'm mentally ill and I don't really want to take too many blows to the head if I don't need to. But that's another story. I digress. But I also have a few little experience dabbling in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and for the past 5 years I've been pursuing and training in the art of Krav Maga. And I just gotta say, what's going on in Minneapolis with this George Floyd stuff, I've worked out with many police officers, I've talked with them, I've even discussed what to do in cases of police brutality and whatnot. And all I gotta say is, what the actual fuck? When it comes to jiu-jitsu, I was trained to kneel on someone's shoulders in order to pin them down. In Krav, we do talk about kneeling on spines and kneeling on throats and kneeing people in these parts. These are vital spots. These are lethal blows. You do not put your knee on someone's spine, on someone's windpipe, unless you intend to kill them. I remember about a decade ago, there was this really great TV show on Spike called Deadliest Warrior. And there was one episode where they were talking about Alexander the Great and one of his favorite sports that was actually quite popular in the ancient Greek world, pancration, which many people would describe it as the art of breaking bones, and for good reason. They actually had UFC legend Sugar Ray Everett, if I'm correct, I think it was Sugar Ray Everett. He came in to demonstrate exactly how brutal pancration really is. He put his knee into a ballistic gelatin skull and started demonstrating this was not, what I do in the octagon is nothing compared to what the Greeks did back in the day. He was demonstrating that these techniques are meant to break bones, are meant to shatter spines. What the actual fuck? I'm not one of these people who's going to say there's no such thing as a good cop, you're standing by. But in this case, get your boy, motherfuckers! Get him off! The guy's begging for his life! What the actual fuck is wrong with y'all? This isn't a case of your boy's being a bit of a hothead. Your boy is putting this guy in the ground. This is a lethal technique. You do not put your knee on somebody's spine. That's like putting a gun to their chest. Blaine Solomon? God damn, that was fucking inexcusable. Oh, he's got a gun. Yeah, it's in his pocket and he's yet to draw it. Put him in a Kimura. That's another story altogether. What the actual fuck, y'all? Well, I think I've made my opinions clear on these ridiculous situations and what these police officers are getting away with. This guy needs to be fucking charged. Plain and simple. Inexcusable. Oh, you do not put your goddamn knee on a man's spine. So, that's enough of whining about the problem. Here's a solution. Every state needs to have a separate task force dedicated exclusively to investigating claims of police brutality. Why the hell are police investigating themselves? Can we please stop this shit? There is no reason for a police department to investigate one of their own. They know these guys. There's gonna be an implicit bias. It needs to be dealt with. Get rid of the bias. Yes, we need every state in this country needs to have a completely separate force, policing the police. And they need to be run by democratically elected officials, much like sheriff's department or whatnot. We really need to do something like that. So, That's my idea for a solution, and that's what I have to say on this matter. Completely inexcusable. Put this motherfucker in chains. And to those of you standing outside of his house making sure that he knows he fucked up, thank you. Keep up the good work. I'm usually in cases of police brutality, I want all the evidence to come in, but the evidence is plain and simple. You do not kneel on someone's spine unless you intend to kill them. For fuck's sakes. Enough said. Peace the fuck out.